Hey, Tyzo. Well, it's still hurricane season, and after the recent dual hurricane scares of Julio and Iselle, we thought it would be a good time to look at some storm-proof items for the home. So with me now is Andrew Keenan. He is the president of Maui Windows and Doors, and he's just fresh off of is it the BIA trade show?
BIA trade show, yes.
Okay, so what are we looking at here, Andrew?
You're looking at two samples. These are from Panda. We're the exclusive dealer for Panda on the islands. They're all aluminum, and they're aluminum wood clad. These are the large pocketing doors, and these have recently been tested to withstand up to Hurricane 5, 197-mile-an-hour winds.
Okay, so I'm either the best or the worst person to conduct this segment because I know nothing about construction.
Okay.
So maybe our viewers are similar to me and want to be guided through this. I mean, are pocket doors normally this big, or what makes them rated so strong?
Well, the main thing you want to look at is to be hurricane rated in your home. If your home's been constructed the last 20 years, the building codes are strong enough to have your home stand up, but a key weakness is your windows and doors. If you have, that's why people board them up. If you have a window or door blow out in a storm, you can lose your roof or at the very least experience water damage. So it's very important to make sure that your windows and doors are hurricane proof. And with these products we have, you can have very large doors and windows that are hurricane proof.
Okay, so like at what point do you recommend installing them? Now, I guess?
Yeah, well, if you look at most storm damage, a lot of times the house survives, but if you have just one small window breakout, you get water infiltration, which causes your furniture, your carpets, your drywall to be damaged, and then if you can't get back to the house right away, you start looking at mold problems. So, you know, whether you have big windows or small windows, it's very important to make sure your openings are hurricane rated.
And I'm assuming you also help not just homes, but apartments and condos and businesses.
Yes, we do it all.
So what percentage of homes or structures in the state do you think actually should be, is it retrofitted?
Retrofitted, I think, you know, everybody should be looking at this. It is an upgrade to the cost of your windows and doors. It increases it, you know, sometimes in the range of 50% if you're remodeling. But, you know, when you look at what it was like to have those storms come through, if you could feel safe knowing your house was not going to be damaged by the hurricane. Okay,
so, you know, as you mentioned earlier, people put boards right in front of the glass, etc. What makes these hurricane proof?
Well, they do tests on these. They actually stand them up and they shoot 2x4s at them. They, put the wind load cycling up to 197 miles an hour on both sides, 18,000 cycles, something like that. It's a large number. And then they do a water infiltration. And if it passes all those tests, then it can be Dade County approved, which is the most stringent hurricane rating. Yes.
Okay. And so here we're looking at the video of
these are the large doors. These are 12 foot tall, and they're shooting an 8-foot 2x4 at 50 feet per second, which is the large missile impact test.
What is that equivalent to, like a category?
That's considered for the category 5 hurricane. So these also withstood the 197-mile-an-hour winds. So for a large door like that, that's pretty impressive. These can be done with the no threshold as well.
Interesting. I was kind of hoping you were going to bring it in and let me do it, because it could double as a stress relief segment.
Right. It would be really fun, wouldn't it, to shoot that 2x4 at those doors?
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you spending the time to talk with us. I mean, obviously, we just had those scares, so it's important. I bet your business probably spiked around that time as well.
Well, it did, but it's very important to just take a look at that, particularly if you're remodeling. So, you know, you can see all of our products at MauiWindowsandDoors.com, and we'd love to help you out.
Okay, Andrew Keenan, thank you so much for being with us this morning.